In a different lifetime, they would have been friends. Michael Jackson is a life at 6, Prince is a life at 9. That is a duality, 69, yin and yang. 6 is the energy of love. Love is towards your community, the people, family around you. 9 is the energy of compassion. Compassion is the feeling of care for people that are far away from universal compassion. Love is towards the people near you. So it's still the same thing. 11 and 7. They both focus on depth. 29, 11, day of birth, Michael Jackson in 7. But 7 was Prince was into the depth of how it works. 7 says, how does it work? Or what is the system to control, to break and arrange it? Michael was more about how does this feeling, how can I inspire millions to people through emotional depth? So they address their sound to pass through different messages. Michael understood emotions. Prince understood sound. Michael asked, how can I move people? Prince asked, how deep can I go? Michael and Prince weren't rivals. They were just playing different games. Prince will say in many of his interviews that I don't copy my song from other people's song. I don't use other people's song to get his idea from my song. I am the inventor, I'm the creator. You see that it's even for Michael is saying I am passing a message. Michael said passing a message. 11 energy 29. Prince is saying I am the creator, I invent it. I don't use other old people's song to get an idea, then mix it up and call it my song. I invent it. That's how Prince talks. Prince say I create the sound that people will copy from. The desire of the 9, life at 9, lasting legacy. See the difference. Jackson was a prophet of feelings, while Prince was a priest of sounds. Let me explain. A prophet is like Elijah, Muhammad, and they come to inspire you, to awaken you with feelings of a vision, and as in get downloads from higher self. While priests try to maintain an already system of rituals and routines in a religion or in a village or a culture, whereby they just master how to do it better and better and better. That's why every artist will tell you, people that know them will say Prince was better than Michael Jackson at music itself, because Prince could play all the instruments. Prince understood sound. You need to be at a level of understanding to get to understand Prince. Michael Jackson's priority was to make you feel. He was expressing this. Michael Jackson was a higher self being, a light being, expressing high vibration to you using music. Similar to Fela. Fela was not a musician, but Fela was a freedom fighter using music to awaken you, while Wizkid is a musician trying to spread and influence joy around. Wizkid used music to transform the perception of Nigerians, how they are viewed globally. The truth is that if I was Prince's manager or his guide, or Michael Jackson's manager or his guide, Michael Jackson would have escaped narcissists around him and would have evolved Prince, because there are weaknesses in his charts that I could have used to take. He would have given Michael Jackson a bigger one for him, because in the end, Prince had a legacy. He was respected among musicians because of his depth. Everybody, between musicians, they knew he was better than Michael in the sound. The difference was that they were not competing on the same field. That's one thing about esoteric knowledge and numerology. I can make you authentic to who you are, so you don't have to try to compete with somebody in their own game and lose. Prince was embodying the 7 day of birth energy. That is the mysterious, where the 7 do their word, but the ones that are deep in 7 are comfortable with their wordness. He was that type because he had other numbers that gave him the confidence to embody his wordness to the public, to be authentic. So he promoted self-spirituality. When Michael Jackson tried to heal the collective world, Prince talked about healing yourself, spirituality, being embodied to be your own self. In his time, he was weird with his style, his makeup, his dancing, his sound was weird. But he sent a message of be yourself and don't give a shit about anybody till people are forced to accept you for who you are. That is the 7, trying to always be authentic and real. In a nutshell, Prince was saying spirituality should be a self-discovery, that you should make you be comfortable in your own skin and be individual, and not let the society think for you. Think for yourself and be comfortable in your awareness and your freedom. Michael's desire was to inspire you emotionally. That's why he killed, because in his spirit, he has an angelic spirit, because most of his chart numbers are master numbers to inspire and touch you emotionally. Prince was trying to stand out. Prince wanted to give you technical depth in music, sound depth, as a 7 energy has it, depth in sound. Michael Jackson wanted to give you emotional depth. Michael Jackson wanted to make you feel. He wanted to make you understand music depth. They didn't hit the same, they didn't come from the same perspective. Like Prince went for art mastery because his numbers in his chart, the 7s, the 9s, the 1s, and the rest, wanted art mastery. Michael Jackson wanted emotional mastery. Michael Jackson had a perception that if he had in his soul that he was an angel, he always said, so to make his appearance scarce, then whenever he comes to meet you, be scarce, whenever he comes out, he has to trigger you emotionally. He knew he had feminine numbers in his chart. That is expression of beauty and feminine. Michael Jackson's life path is 6. That is a feminine number. So you focused on beauty, emotions to make yourself beautiful and angelic. Michael Jackson was a performer. Prince was an artist. That was a sound god, knowing all the sound. So when Michael Jackson focused on creating moments and to move crowds, special moment, magic, Prince focused on artistry to wow musicians. Prince was more into the musical laboratory, because if you look at it, and their numbers shows it more. Prince mastered all the musical instruments, because of that is what he said on his depth in something. To be able to break it the way he wanted. Michael Jackson mastered emotions with people to get you to feel, to remind people of love. Hope. Michael Jackson sounded like a higher being. He was passing informations of love, caring, humanity to the world about love. Heal the world, make it a better place. Things like that. Even in his interviews, he'll say, I don't produce the music, it just comes to me. Just a channel to give love to the world. He said things like that. I don't produce the music, it comes to me. Prince was more into, yeah, a seven also gets inspiration, but it's more from analysis, investigation, and master so that he can dissect and break the depth and arrange it by himself. Michael just wanted to express, awakening people consciously to remind people of love, hope, humanity. That was his message. Music was a tool for a higher being. As I said, his numbers are angelic. And in his subconscious, in your feeling, you always feel and know what you are about. So Michael was always pushing for that angelic feeling towards people, the expression of nurturing, because that is what his chart shows. But Prince was showing the expression of mastery of legacy to stand out. Prince numbers made him want to stand out, to do things unique. With the ego of the nine and the energy of nine, combined with the seven and ones, to be free. That's why he was always a rebel to the record labels, or he's always complaining about record labels and stealing from people's money, even more than Michael. But Michael might have died earlier because of Michael's way of sending his information was a bit